Hi guys, welcome back. In this tutorial we will be exploring some of the landscaping features in the project. If I want to put say the grass, let's start with the grass first. If what I would use is floor, so in a sense, if I go to architecture and floor, then select any of them will do. You can modify any of them to suit. So for instance, I mean, we could conceivably use say that first one there, concrete with well, let's use that. We will, if we use edit type, any of the standard types can be modified. So first of all, we need to duplicate, and I'll just call that site and grass, site, and then grass, and say OK. Then I'll go to edit. The standard type is metal deck and concrete, which we don't want. We can change that to what we want. Now, before we go further, this is not a specification tutorial. All I'm going to do now is just to show you how to graphically represent it. In terms of the build-up of any of these components, you have got to do it or work it out, work out the specifications for them. But for on representational or visualization basis, we'll change some of these materials so that we can see it on the three-dimensional basis when we render our model. That said, if we take this first one, which is the metal deck one, we can change that to earth, for instance. So if we look for earth, which is that, and just say OK, give it say one, well, if we call that substrate, I'll just give it any thickness that you want. Say assume 150. Then we go to the top one. We can leave that as and just change that to we need grass at the top there. Now, sometimes if you're opening this window for the very first time, you'll probably find that this Autodesk materials is hidden. All you need to do is click on that. That shows and hides the library panel. So like if I click it, you see it's hidden. The first time you would have opened it, it might just turn up like that, and you probably wonder where is it. So if you just click it and it's open. Looking for grass, all you need to do is just do search grass, GRASS, and you can see the grass is here. So if there are two elements there, add material to the document, and this one adds material to document and displays in editor window. So if we click on that, that's our material, and I'll just say on this side I'll say use render appearance, apply, and OK. I'll just change that to just 150 as well. This is just an aesthetic value. It has got nothing to do with specifications whatsoever. So if you remember that, if we just say okay, and yeah, sites, grass. If you remember all these tabs, I mean, for the roads, it's going to be the same. You have got to look at the different, check your specification, and then obviously do your build up for the roads. In this case, I'll use asphalt on top. So you can considerably build up all of this as part of your projects. We're only exploring the concepts here. So if I say OK, that is there now. So if I go to I'll go to level 0, and I can now start drawing to put in the grass. So if I use that, just straight lines, and come here, just trace around the building itself. Right, and there we need our curve. Then we go back to a straight line. Just follow it along. What have I done there? If I escape, just click on that and delete. Click on that and bring it down there. Click on my line again and continue. And then I'll join up with where I started. That technically should give you, if I click, I'll escape first, and then press the tick mark. Right, that's the floor created with the grass on top. And if I do 3D, you can see it green that we put on top. It's right at the top there, and shows graphically that that is has been installed. I can go around and do some of the front parts of it. So if I go back to level 0 and architecture, then floor, select a straight line, and green tick mark. Same thing with the next one. Escape to come out of commands. Floor, select a line, let's go around. I'll adjust that in a minute. If I just escape, select this line and just move it out a bit. That line I can move in a bit. That one I can move in a bit. Once that's done, green tick mark, and that is in. I'll do this one as well. So if I escape to come out of commands, floor, straight line, and then just trace along, take it down there. This is a curve, so if I go take my curve, bring it down here, that's a good curve, then straight line again, right, and join the end. Escape a bit to come out of the command, pick up that line, and just move it in a bit. And this one as well. Just turn. You see, I mean, you can just click and drag. All you need to do is pick up, click on the line, move the cursor against it. It turns into a cross. Then you can just drag. Green tick mark, and there it is. So if I look at 3D, you can see that the grass portions are down. Yes, I think that's that is fine. If I just save. Right, I'll look at the road. In order to save time, I've just done an asphalt road from the standard Revit material. So if I go to level 0, pick up, in a sense it's again floor is what we are looking to use. So if I go to architecture and then floor, I'll pick up the floor that I've already done, and I'll do this car park first. So if I use a line, starting there, up there, bring it down, and then back to join the first one. I'll see what it looks like. Fine. Right, I've used the side floor grass. I need to change that. All I need to do is to right, I picked up the previous one we used, which was the side grass. So if I pick that up, all I need to do is I'll have to swap it for the one that I made for the road, which is that. The only difference is I've put asphalt as a top layer, and then I'll just change that just by simply picking that up and swapping them on the properties palette. Will change them. So if I escape, you see that the asphalt is showing. I will very quickly just do that road just around here, just to emphasize the road itself. So if I go back to level 0 and architecture, then floor, if I just do use the straight line, then I'll just take that along. I'll take the curve. I'll take the straight line again. And okay, let's take it further back. Use the curve. Come to this point. Yeah. And then I go back to straight line. And then I curve to this point. And I'll use straight line back to this point. I'll escape that event. I'll pick up this line and just move it. I need to move that. I'll just, for the sake of time, I'll just continue. All this can be adjusted obviously as we go, and if I just go on with a straight line, and then I'll use a curve at this point, and that looks like a straight line, is it? No, I'll do it in 2 clicks just to pick it up. No. Oh, okay. You can see the problem there was I didn't use a straight line, so it should have been a straight line. So if I take that out, and then come back again, get a straight line, join up where I finished the last one, put it down here, just follow that around, that joins up. Now if there's any, if I haven't joined anything, or there's any unjoined lines, it will probably show once I do the green tick mark. So if I just do that green tick mark, it's all fine, so it's accepted it. So 3D, just escape. Oh, you can see I've used my side grass again. All I need to do is to click on it, go to properties palette, change that to road, and that should swap it. Right, so so there's good progress. This should be a dropped curve, so should sort of link up. Okay, let's just do that now. Before we finish, I was going to finish here. Well, I can just join that. All I can do, I suppose, a quick it's something new to learn. If I wanted to edit this particular flow that I've done for the parking spaces, all I need to do is to click on it, go to edit boundary. I'll pick up this line and then just drag it back. Right, not quite what doing it. What I can do is I'll pick up that line and bring that back, and then I'll then fillet that and that that one, and that one. If there's any problem, it will soon let me know. Nope, it's all fine. So if I go to my 3D again, you can see it's all nicely joined up there. I think we can end here for this tutorial, and what we learned, we sort of looked at all the landscape again. We looked at the grass, how we might change the architectural elements. Again, a note of warning, this is not a tutorial on specification. This is really on the concepts of how to use Revit. You must do your own build up for your specification for all the different elements. I've shown you how you might just approach it. So this is really a graphical representation. We did the grass, we've looked at the road. Again, you've got to do the build up for the road, your road specification, and once that's done, use floor again to put it in. So this is really a graphical representation, and that is how we put all the different elements. Next tutorial we will continue from this point again. I'll see you next time.